Well, it's that time of year when getting back in shape seems like the best thing to do. I've been wanting something I can use at home without it overtaking my entire space. This exercise bike right here, it was sent to me to try out, and boy, it is exactly what I was looking for. So let me show you about the great features that I love on this little exercise bike. And at the end of the video, I'm going to walk you through the assembly and some of the key features that you need to think about when you're putting this together. So I'm going to start with some of the features that I was really looking for and that I'm very happy about with this particular bike. First, I love the fact that this seat can be raised or lower. What that means to me is that both my husband and I can use it even though we're of very different heights. Not only that, but this seat can also slide forward and backward. So you can adjust it for exactly what you need for your leg length. The handlebars can also be adjusted up and down for a nice custom fit. And the handlebars, they have a couple of different grip options. The screen cycles through time, distance, calorie, speed. Everything updates as you ride. It automatically turns on when you begin to pedal, and then it has an auto off feature as well. And the handlebars include these heart rate sensors. It even includes a tablet holder, so that's going to make those longer rides even that much more bearable. And as you ride, you've got complete control over the resistance here. You can make it as hard of a workout or as light of a workout as you want. And these cage pedals right here, they're a nice added feature as well. You can keep them loose if you want or tighten yourself in for the long rides. And of course, one of the nicest features of this size of a bike is that I can easily just move it out of the way, push it into another room whenever I want. Because of all these features, this feels like something I'm actually going to stick with this year. It's quiet, it's adjustable, and it doesn't feel intimidating. So if you're looking for a home exercise bike that's going to fit different people and that doesn't take up your space, this is a great one to consider. This one checks all of my boxes. I think you're going to enjoy it. So as promised, let's take a little closer look at the assembly of this bike. First, just so you can see the size of box that it came in, and yes, it was heavy. I unwrapped everything and laid all the parts out just so I could have an idea of what I was working with. I started by attaching the adjustable foot pads to the front and rear leg foot tubes and the suction cup foot to the rear leg tube. Front foot tube was attached to the front of the frame and rear foot tube was attached to the back of the frame. Next, I attached the device holder to the upper and lower cover, and then the upper and lower cover unit was attached to the handlebars. Then this handlebar unit was attached to the handlebar riser. To attach the handlebar set to the frame, I started by threading the frame cable up through the handlebar riser. Once the cable was threaded, I brought it up through the upper and lower cover. Next, I inserted the riser tube into the frame. At this point, there were 3 cables sticking out of the top of the upper and lower cover. Next came the installation of the electronic display. Start by inserting 2 AA batteries into the electronic display. These are not included. You'll need to provide these yourself. Then connect each of the 3 cables to the electronic display unit. I then carefully pushed the cables back into the cover unit and installed the electronic display. The next step was involving the seat. The seat was attached to the seat sliding tube set, which was then attached to the rear seat telescopic tube. I next inserted the telescoping seat tube into the frame and adjusted the height according to what I wanted. You might need to make some adjustments to the seat so that it's at the exact angle and height that you want it to be. Finally, the last step involved attaching the pedals to the pedal crank. At this point, installation is complete, and the only thing that you might still need to do is you might need to stabilize the entire bike by using those adjustable feet. Otherwise, you're ready to go.